Okay, we're out here in the field with the System B. And we come to a popular spot where we can still pick some coins out. They're not as plentiful as they used to be, but using our scopes we can get into the area and give it a try to make a recovery. Now we don't make a recovery on every spot that our scope puts us into. Sometimes there's a lot of reasons for that. Sometimes there's too much junk in that spot. It's hard to use your detector to make a recovery. Other times it's a deal where we have to come back maybe and go back over the spot meticulously and even dig some junk to find a piece of silver or something. But in either case, we've made a lot of recoveries with the System B along with the 20 and 301 and using the same method. They all basically are used the same way. The difference between the models are that some of them are a little bit more sophisticated and have a little less drift and things like that. But this System B is set up to succeed, so that you can succeed whether you get into areas of high conductors and check out with your scope, with your metal detector and your scope, and it should bring hours of pleasure, having a lot of fun getting there, see what's in that area. Now what we're going to do here is we picked an old homestead, long since vacated, and we're going to try a live shot here with the System B. First thing we're going to do is learn to sweep. When you get your instrument out of the box and everything, learn how to sweep. So let's start with the on-off switch to the on position, and then the silver and gold switch to the silver mold right now, because we're going to use a silver target to tune the instrument, or we're going to hunt in silver. In either case, get your instrument set up that way. On the System B, I like to hunt around 8. Now you can tune it, there'll be different tunings, different times, stuff like that, so you have to tune it to a target. But I'm going to hunt today around 8. And the 8 is between the low and high. That's where I put the 8 on the tuning. Now that's basically all I have to do to sweep this instrument out of the field. And once I know my sweep, and I'm going to show you how to sweep the instrument. Take the System B, put it down by the side like this, bring it up, keep your arm in right here, and then when you sweep, move the torso, the top of your body. Hold the instrument balanced like this. You can dip it a little bit, but don't dip it like this. Just maybe 5 degrees like that. Make sure that it's coming right straight down your arm, right here like this. Okay, you bring it up to that level, and then you move your torso. See, I'm keeping the instrument the same. In other words, balanced like this. And then you move your torso. Now, once you move your torso from right to left like this, you'll see that the instrument wants to stay in that position. In other words, it pulls, in other words, attracts. Bring it up like this, bring it across, and it attracts, like that. See, when it's attracting to that area, what you do is continue with your movement. In other words, get it up like this. I'm not moving my arm at all. I'm just bringing my body like this. And then the instrument's pulling back in a direction. Now, you can loosen it up a little bit. You can bring it up, bring it across nice and even. See how I got it right there? Bring it across nice and even, and then you'll see that it hits, and you continue on, and basically what it's doing here is repelling, and then when you go the opposite way, like this, for example, I'm going from right to left, it hits towards the target. As I bring it back, like that, from left to right, it pulls, goes right straight down my arm, straight line of vision towards what we call the primary line. So, do it slow at first. Don't get a whole lot in a hurry about moving the scope real fast. In other words, don't pick it up and do it like that, because you don't know it good enough yet to do that. Now, some individuals I've seen hold it out like this and do it, and I don't have a problem with that. If that feels comfortable for you, and you feel that you're having some success with, that's fine. I'm just showing you the way that it's always been successful, the way that other individuals have shown me, and I've used it, and we've had some success with it. It's the fastest way to get started. But if you feel comfortable picking it up, like I use, if you want to open up here a little bit, I don't have a problem with that. You bring it up like this, you bring it across. See, I'm opened up a little bit. You can do that. But still, I'm using my body along with my arm right there. And then when I hit, bring it back, and it'll come back in. Now, sometimes what you have to do is if you want to bring it from left to right, for example, some individuals like this. They bring it across like that, and they keep going, and it pulls back in. But as you get out here, you get less accuracy. So that's why we recommend keeping it down by your side like this. Bring it across with your torso. You'll get the best accuracy right here. Then bring it back across like that. It'll level in, take a shot right straight out for you, give you your primary line. All right, I'm going to put the ropes out today on this particular one to get you started. Get this training film going a little bit, give you an idea of what's happening here. And then I'll take my detector and we'll see if we can make a recovery out there. Now, once you learn the sweep method, and you bring it across, and you get your hit, and start to pull in a direction, come back and lock the instrument like that, it'll lock in. Now, if it doesn't lock in, and you just get a hit from one side like that, then you may want to get a sample out and start tuning the instrument to get it come in both sides. Some individuals only use one side sweep, which is okay. I'm coming from right to left, bring it across, have a hit like that, and just stop and hold the instrument. The instrument will settle in on the area of interest. Watch that again. Bring it up. You can dip it down like that. Bring it up. Bring it across. You get the attraction. Just stop. Hold the instrument, and it will point right down at the target area. Now, I got my primary line right here, and the first thing I would do on my primary line is if I'm out in the field, I don't run ropes when I'm out in the field. I just put a little something in the ground like that to give me a kind of an idea where I'm at. Now, once you do that, take a right angle on the instrument. In other words, I'm going to go over about 30 feet. About 30 foot here on in coin, because we're coin hunting today. Then bring it back across, or come down your primary line until you get that first hit. Now, I like to tell a lot of individuals, you may have 1, 2, or 3 hits across that primary line. That might be something out in the distance. Therefore, when you're making a triangulation, there may not be nothing there where one of your crossings may be. So what you do is the first thing you do is you come down your primary line, left to right, to your first hit. In other words, okay, now I can see that it's crossing the primary line about 40 or 50 foot away in this particular demonstration. And that's where we're going to put our area of interest. But let's say that we bring it across and it's pointing out way down the primary, way out there. That means that the target's way out there. And I don't usually, if I'm out coin hunting, I let them go. I can hunt them down some other time. I usually just want to hunt in the area of where I'm at. I like hits that range between, let's say, 30 and 150 feet. That's where I like to hunt with my coin hunting. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down the lines, get into the area of interest, and let's see what's going on with our detector. Okay, now what I did is I laid out the ropes to give you an idea what this should look like on a coin hunt. Now here's my rope hanging out, laid down on the ground, stretched out, going into this area down here where this bush is at. Now, can I get the shot of this other one over here? I appreciate it, Mr. Camera. So here is about 30 foot over. It's my second shot. It's going right in there where that bush is at. So that's my area of interest. Now, once you have an area of interest, and what I say, you make a mark on the ground, move over 30 feet, make another mark on the ground, you can get pretty close. You don't have to be exact on this. If you get into a 4x4 or 6x6 area, that's fine. That's fine. It don't take long to detect that. If you get a good signal out of there, or a coin, or a piece of jewelry or something, that's all we're looking for here. All right. Anyways, we have our triangulation, our area of interest out there. The next thing we're going to have to do here, because the grass is a little bit high, is that we're going to have to take our weed whacker and cut an area for ourselves, and then get the detector and get in there and see what we got.